Welcome to the Two and a Half Citizens podcast. I'm Zen.
I'm Roman.
And I'm Pablo.
I just like how you decided, you know what, I am not going to try.
He doesn't want to partake in this tomfoolery, dude.
I think the thing about it is that he knows that if he tries to say it, that we're going to have to restart.
Yeah, or you guys are just going to make fun of me about it, so I'm insecure now and I'm going to say it.
Like, welcome to Two and a Half Citizens podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
Squirt him too, bitch.
Meca Seguros podcasts. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, welcome back. So I feel like I haven't asked this in a while, but how's y'all's week been?
This week has been a fucking Monday, dude.
Has the whole, I'm not gonna lie, Friday felt like the biggest Monday. Has it been feeling like that with you, Pablo?
I don't know. No, I've had a good week, man.
Fuck this guy, dude.
I've been
right, like privilege, like goddamn productivity privilege.
First of all, I watched the recent episode of Wandavision, so I'm chilling, you know.
So you're on the
I'm
vision?
caught up. I'm on the vision, and I'm caught up.
So you see the vision.
I see the vision.
All right,
you see the vibes.
So I was warned about this, that you guys were not going to shut the fuck up about this before I came over here. So Mom was like, hey, do you even know like about the Wandavision show? I was like, what the fuck is that?
It was in the group chat. I just want to say he said, yo, catch up on WandaVision because I want to talk about it on the pod.
Well, yeah, I don't read the group chat, but
you don't read the group chat. You don't read the articles, dog.
I'm looking at the article right now.
Now,
what do you do?
So now,
I just fucking jack off all the time, dude. That's all I do.
I'll be like, yo, did you listen to that podcast I sent you? Tell me. All right, bro. You can tell me, and before you start defending yourself, just let me say it all.
Go ahead.
I'm like giving Roman stuff. I'll be like, yo, check this out. I think it's a really good. Like, I think it's really good information you might want to hear and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll ask him later, yo, did you listen to that podcast? Nah, dog. It's because I've been real busy just reading and shit, bro. Like, it's like I've just been, bro, just like taking in all this information, just reading, bro. And so it's like I would, man, but I just haven't had the time with all this reading I've been doing.
You know, I wouldn't say that I talk anywhere near as urban as that, but
and he'll be like, bro. He'll be like, bro, on Crip. Bro, see the thing is, bro, is like I'm reading this book right now, and see the thing is I have dyslexia, so I have to read each page like 3 times. He's like, so that's the thing is like
that's what happened
I
at Buzz and
would be
Bites.
listening to the podcast.
No, what happened at Buzz and Bites, Zen wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Like, so see what happened.
I'm like,
well, how come I was able to get work done?
That's what I'm saying.
Completely ignoring you guys.
Entirely ignoring us.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I'm like, Zen won't shut the fuck up, and I'm here thinking like, hey,
he still answered my questions though. Ignored me and answered my questions and got his work done.
I was like, I'm just thinking, I'm like, Zen, we're done with the podcast. Like, we don't need to talk to each other anymore.
Well, he was like half asleep during the podcast.
Zen?
Yeah, mentally asleep.
Yeah, I think I had to like I woke up by the time I finally got my coffee.
Yeah,
right.
He didn't come to until we were like at Buzz and Bites.
Because here's the thing, Roman is always late, and we get it. But he always brings coffee.
Sometimes I'm early, bitch.
Sometimes, but he always brings coffee. You were early once, but he always brings coffee. Last week he stayed the night at my house, kept me up till 3 a.m, then said, "Hey, we'll get up early enough to go get coffee." Then we got woken up by a text from Pablo saying I'm on the way. Got up, got ready, never got coffee until after Buzzum.
Yeah, because when I got here, you were in the shower.
Yeah, well, it's not as bad as this week where I woke up, but I live kind of.
We literally watched 2 episodes of WandaVision.
I live like 20, 25 minutes away from the studio, and I woke up at like 8, and I was supposed to be here at 8. I was like, all right, well there you go. But I still picked up coffee.
But here's the thing.
Regardless.
Here's the thing. To be real, we say 8. And that means Pablo is going to leave the house at 8.
Yeah.
So he's here,
dude,
by like 8:20, and then usually we're good. But tell me how last week we were still waiting on Roman,
and he was
here.
I was taking a shower.
He was here. He stayed the night, and we were in the studio, and Pablo's like, "Where's Roman? He ain't here yet." I said, "No, he's here.
Yeah,
we're just still waiting on him."
And then I was like, "Yo, Roman showers?"
I was like, apparently, when he's going to be on time, he's got to make sure he takes a shower to not be.
Oh, there you go. That's how I do. Yeah. I mean, I showered today. It was kind of gross, but
now I've doubled up on coffee today to just get me extra hype. So I'm sorry, but it's gonna be wild.
That's why I got the bottle to like calm them down.
Yeah, calm all of us down.
Where's the cat, dude? I'm getting her in here.
No, you're not. But basically, the week has been a Monday of a week. I think last week with all the freezing and stuff, like I only worked a day and a half last week with the way everything was going on.
Holy shit.
Like, and I say a day and a half. I went to go run like one job and like I had a full day's worth of work. But I'm back to the grind this week. Right. We're back out in the streets. And every day just seemed to feel
like the same fucking day.
Like I was like the week went by quick enough, but on a Friday I was just like, bro, it feels like Monday.
You know what? It felt very Twilight Zone-y to me in a sense of like, because the previous week it felt like it was like the end of the world.
Yeah, with
like us freezing over and stuff, and then this week just felt weird in the sense of like. It just so we're just gonna go back to normal.
Okay.
It just felt so fast.
With that, real quick, I do want to bring up this interesting point that I'm starting to notice, which is that Texas is now the place of the news. So, L.A. and New York and all those places were always the center of what was going on in news because nobody was anywhere else really. So, like, everybody who's talking out of LA, everybody who's doing shows out of LA, anyone who's, like, doing everything, they're going to talk about the way that things are around them. Like, man, isn't today crazy? That's why wildfires are such a big news. Like, man, isn't it crazy our neighborhoods are being burned? Now that everybody's moved to Texas, I'm seeing all these major news outlets. Like, a major news national story that I saw on a page was Texas temperatures are 70 degrees after just days before having a winter storm and all that stuff. Yeah. We talk about that all the time. We're like, yo, weather be changing like wild. Now it's a national thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's been like that, but I do think that it was weird. It was, I mean, like I said, like we said last time, they caught Elsa, so, you know, everything's back to normal, I guess.
Yeah, they got her. They got her on the set of Frozen 3 now. Mm-hmm. It was a situation. She escaped.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It happens.
Yeah.
But with all that being said, I do want to ask the serious question of birds as a species, pigeons more specifically, in my opinion, aren't real.
Preach, brother. Preach, brother.
So my thing about that is...
Lord.
My thing about that is... If the government controls the birds,
fucking birds,
and the government basically
21.
I think this solidifies to me that birds aren't real.
Yeah, bro.
I don't think that the government created the weather storm.
The fucking Jews did, dude.
No, they didn't stop. I think nature, God created the weather storm, climate change and whatnot. But the government created the birds because they didn't know that this was coming like that. Mm-hmm. Because if they did, I think the birds be knowing. The real birds be knowing, hey.
It's time to bounce.
No. This weather getting mad wild over here. Because they migrate, right? They migrate.
Yeah.
So you got these birds migrating to Texas because the government told them to. When a real bird would be like, nah, something feels weird in this weather down there.
I got to Ted Cruz my way out of here.
Yeah, I need a Ted Cruz my way out of here. Go down to Cancun. But there was hella birds around here because the government hadn't derouted them yet. Then once the freeze came and they couldn't even get signal no more, then they were just here. It just is what it is at that point.
I don't know, bro. I didn't see no birds last week.
You didn't see birds?
When everything was frozen? No, I didn't see no birds.
You didn't see no birds?
No birds.
Dog, I saw the government watching me.
What'd you do?
I didn't do shit, but the birds is around.
Nah, you did something.
See, and that's the thing too, is there's a lot of animals around here, and I don't know, like these raccoons and stuff. Mm-hmm. Be just getting mad close to my getting mad close to my apartment, right?
Are you telling me
that these coons just be out in my apartment complex?
Sir.
The animals.
How provocative of you to say that.
But I feel like the government may have a hand in some of them too.
I didn't fucking do anything, you cuck. Why are you just me?
You know what you were trying to do.
I didn't fucking say shit. I'm pouring coffee on you, motherfucker. Quit spraying me.
But with that being said, do you guys believe that the birds are fake?
No.
I think...
You think birds are real?
Yeah, birds are real.
So you're going to sit here, I almost said stand here. You're going to sit here and tell me in front of everybody that these birds are real.
Yeah.
Dog, you really drinking the Kool-Aid, dog.
I'm tired of these truthers, of all these stupid conspiracy theories.
See, now
that have
look,
no basis
I'm going to get
in
vaxxed.
fact.
I'll get vaxxed. You know what I'm saying? And
Fuck that.
and you know what? I mean, I'll send Hillary Clinton an email. That's fine.
Oh, dude, she's a cutie.
That's
I'll send her a fucking email
fine.
full of. I'll send her like an email, like a file full of like 10 dick pics.
Stop.
But
Mwah.
but the birds, dog,
Hit my fucking line, bitch.
at that point, because see, I don't think you've obviously been down the birds aren't real Instagrams enough.
all these Instagram pages just look like me.
Corduroy feels mad good, right? I didn't
Yeah.
feel it, but it just looks like satisfying.
It's nice and soft.
Touch it.
Beautiful Zara.
Yo, that's hard. You have a button on button for some reason though.
Which one?
Is that on purpose? It's the second one.
Oh,
that
Mr.
wasn't-
Pablo showing fuck cute's chest out here, guy.
I'm saying, I thought you were just trying to pull one chest hair out.
No. I don't have chest hair actually.
So is that
What a fucking streak.
something told me you didn't.
I can't, like, it just won't grow. I don't know. Like,
Have you thought about shaving it to regrow? Is that the real thing?
you can't shave skin.
Nah, but just like wax or something, you know what I'm saying?
Wax what?
There's no like micro hairs.
I look like a little kid in my, like, my chest looks like a little kid's chest.
I have like a Batman symbol on my chest.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about that.
We have talked about that, yeah.
Yeah.
So if I'm in trouble, I'll just be taking my shirt off and illuminating.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the way.
Yeah.
That's the way.
No,
Eventually.
like, my hair's weird. Like, so from my knee down, like, I have leg hair, but from my knee to, like, my like, over here, like, I don't have leg hair.
That's where you should probably get tattoos. I bet you they look the most vibrant.
Yeah. And then, like, my arm hair is the same. Like, I have arm hair here, but from here up, I don't.
I don't know what your thing of tattoos is, but if you did get a tattoo,
I would get a tattoo.
what do you think it would be? A lot of times when I like
Be a picture of Jesus.
no. I would it
Shut up.
what if it was like Jesus's arm,
On your
but
arm.
but like no on your arm.
No. It'd be the holes. It'd be the holes from the nails that they put in Jesus' hands on his hands.
No. I'm
That'd be
thinking
badass, dude.
like look, it's basically like you could tell it'd be like an arm, but then there's chains around the arm, but it's like flexing, so like Jesus breaking the chains, so he like unchaining, you know what I'm saying?
Or
I can see that.
Or that's a little bit too close to a reference to slavery, but okay.
I didn't think slavery, but all right, like I guess I see it. I guess
Or
you breaking free, dog.
he could
Soaring.
Yes.
And
There's not a star in
soaring.
heaven that we can't reach.
he could
Hard.
get a tattoo. If we're talking about Jesus, you could get like crown of thorns right here.
Bro,
That'd look
isn't
hard as
that what
shit,
I mean?
dude.
And look at my boy Posty.
Posty's looking fire, dude. He's a cute
Posty
kid.
got mad Jesus vibes. To be honest, what would you feel? No, like what would you feel like? Would you be okay if you found out
the Post Malone is the Messiah.
the Post Malone was Jesus returning, and he's like, I just think we need a revamping.
But Jesus wasn't white.
Jesus was black.
Yeah, but
Shouts out
you
to
know
all the
what? I
Republicans
also
that
don't
think
feel like
Jesus is
Jesus would
black.
have been from Dallas. So you're right on that.
Yeah.
You're right on that.
If Jesus were to be if Jesus were white and were to be in America,
That would have been
It
the
would be
miracle.
Elon Musk. Came from South Africa.
No.
White man from South Africa.
I've
Elon Musk is the Messiah.
Have you seen that?
Who's this guy popping up on my screen here?
Have you seen that stand up? And it's like this, like, I forgot his name, but he's this atheist guy, and he's like making like
Oh, Zen Rocha.
Anthony Jeselnik?
Oh yeah.
the like British guy.
Oh, the one who's always on the award shows. Fucking.
Well, he was
I
saying
know who you're talking about though.
Like my friend showed me a special, and then he was saying, he was like, bro, he's like, I'm not saying Jesus wasn't real or whatever, but if he was, why would he be white? He's like, that would have been the miracle if he was the only white guy around everybody else.
True. It had to have been. What the fuck is his name? Ricky Gervais.
No, that's the guy from The Office. No, it's he's more of like a stand-up comedian.
Asian Jesus.
Well, no, this dude's
That'd be
regardless.
sick.
Anyway.
I feel like I've heard that, but no, like for real though.
Bobby Lee is Asian Jesus.
Yo, Bobby Lee. I'm not gonna lie. If we're talking about like Asian, like I like Bobby Lee, but like, and I know this is like,
Don't fucking say it.
no, I know this is like
Ken
one of those
Jeong.
things. Yes, it's King Jong over Bobby Lee.
Kim Jong-un? Yeah.
Not
that
Kim
guy's funny as
Jong-un,
fuck.
Ken
dude.
Jeong.
That guy's a funny guy.
The doctor
He's a funny
from
guy.
Community.
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about.
and Hangover
Yeah.
and every other Asian role that's not Jackie Chan.
But anyway,
That was racist, but okay.
what we
Majority of them.
Bruce Lee existed, but he's
Okay,
dead.
that was me. What did I do?
Well, go ahead.
anyway, damn it. Anyway, WandaVision.
Okay.
We didn't finish talking about tattoos.
I started watching
That's
WandaVision. First 2 episodes. I'm like, yo, this.
Oh, spoilers, by the way, because we're
I'm
about to talk about it.
spoiling the fuck out of all this shit. I still haven't watched.
so I don't
What
care.
are we at? Episode 6 now. I think I still have 7.
You're
or
at
8.
episode 6. I'm
Yeah.
caught up.
But for me,
Yeah.
7 and 8, I still haven't watched those 2 yet because I started watching it earlier this week. I watched the first
You're welcome.
episode. I do appreciate it because I'm watching the first thing. I see this black and white shit. Like, there's certain things I'll get immediately turned off on things. I started trying to watch Bridgerton or whatever because someone told me it's like Gossip Girl
Yeah,
and
it
I'm
is.
gay like that.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, let me watch this. Started watching it. And then I was like, man, I don't know if I can deal with them talking like this. It's just obnoxious. And I turned it off.
Your Grace.
I was just like, yeah, dog, this ain't me. So I backed up. WandaVision. I see the old timey thing. I'm like, I hope this doesn't give me the same type of vibes, right? I'm seeing it, but I'm like, oh, this interesting. This funny. Okay, I see this sitcom.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
the
it's like
whole
I Love
color
Lucy, Bewitched kind of thing.
Then the
Yeah.
whole color thing happens,
Whoa there, buddy.
and like that's black and white.
Yeah.
You see one
I know.
colorized
I was
red
fucking
thing.
joking.
Then the next thing becomes the next
Yeah.
type of series. They are all in color, and I'm like, it's just kind of weird. What the fuck's going on? But this interesting.
Then it turns into like the Brady Show or something.
Yeah,
like that,
then when you realize what the fuck is going on,
Mm-hmm.
and you realize the whole thing's supposed to be a sitcom because Wanda
allegedly.
is making the whole world, so
Or
that
like
she
just
can have
Westview.
the whole city, a place to where she can keep Vision alive
Allegedly.
because he died in the real world, and now Kat Dennings, the one with the heavies from Two Broke Girls, she found out she got the heavies, dog.
She got some fat
Am I
tits,
not
dude.
supposed to say that?
No, you could just say the girl from from Two Broke Girls.
You got it.
But if I- okay.
We don't
if
have
I
to
said the
objectify
girl
women.
from Two Broke Girls.
How many? Hold
then
on. You literally said the confusion in the fucking name. Two broke girls. You said the girl from Two Broke Girls. I'm like, it's two broke girls. Which one? Yeah, you say the one with the big tits, dude. I'm sorry.
You got to say the one with the heavies.
Isn't the other one blonde?
Well, that doesn't matter. Nobody
I don't
cares.
pay attention. I
She
don't
could-
see hair
She could
color,
have dyed
Pablo.
hair. She
I'm
could
sorry.
have-
I'm sorry. I don't see hair color, Pablo.
Yeah, what the fuck
I'm sorry.
is
I
wrong
couldn't
with you,
think
dude?
about that
You know,
and think
give me
about the
fucking
color of their
spray
skin
bottle.
and stuff.
You deserve to get sprayed.
You need to get
motherfucker.
sprayed.
I'm
You're
not
getting
getting
sprayed. You're getting sprayed.
You're getting your computer wet. First of all,
I know.
Second of
So,
all,
with that being said, Kat Dennings with the heavies was in the show, and
Okay.
she starts reading all these CBR waves or whatever, and then starts being like, "Yo, I'm trying to catch this picture. Someone bring me a TV, but not the flat kind." They bring her the big TV,
Like
she's able
with
to
the
connect
knobs
it,
and whatnot.
and she's able to connect it to all her stuff. Boom, the show pops up. Now they're like, "What the fuck?" They're now seeing the show that Wanda is allegedly creating.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And one of the FBI agents went in there kind of accidentally and then started being in the show. You could see her.
Well, no, she wasn't an FBI agent. She was an agent from Sword.
Okay, a sword agent. And
Whoop-de fucking do.
so she goes in there and then she starts like being a part of the show until she brings up a real world reference.
Yeah, she talks
And
about
Wanda's
how,
like, "Bitch, who the fuck are you?" And then like
Blasts
boom,
her off.
blasts her out of Westview.
Jesus.
And that's when you realize is allegedly Wanda's doing all
yeah.
this.
I love all the fake commercials that like tie
That
into
like Stark Industry commercials and shit
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So it's definitely interesting, even though I'm not so deep into the MCU, the Marvel Comic
Mm-hmm.
Universe.
Yo, man, I gotta give them props for like the way they write their stuff, where it's like they call back to old things and like, I mean, it must suck to write for them because you probably have to rewatch everything just to get what's going on.
Yeah, I definitely spilled coffee on my chair, but it's whatever. But yeah, like that whole thing is it's cool to see them.
I like how well thought out they are when you compare them to like their counterpart DC. That they're just like, well, we're just gonna do stuff because we can, and then it just turns out horrible.
DC low key not that good, except for like basically in my
really
opinion,
good.
that I feel like DC has better villains.
Yeah, they do, and I don't think they know how to. I don't know, man. They're just like they didn't set up the world correctly, so now it's just too late, and then they catching up is just.
Yeah, I mean they're just not there. I mean, cool, they got all their. The thing is, personally, at least if you look at it back in the day, DC probably has more household names. You know your Batmans, you know your Supermans, you know what I mean. And now they're becoming big household names in MCU because like for you to be able to make Black Panther a household name to like that degree. That hasn't just been like...
Or like the Guardians of the Galaxy,
yeah.
which was like this obscure comic from the 80s.
And now like you got Groot out here. I just think it's hilarious.
Groot's a fucking amazing.
Can we just say that like they made the littlest character
Groot.
the biggest person in real life?
Yo, who plays Groot?
Vin Diesel.
Oh yeah, Vin Diesel gets paid so much money just to say I am Groot into a microphone.
Vin Diesel. Old bald-headed, Fast and the Furious.
Dude, you know what's
He's
funny?
the one to be
Just be a voice actor,
objectifying
Roman.
women.
Dude, honestly.
Can we talk about that?
Wait, who?
Vin Diesel. You didn't
What'd
see
he
that
do?
whole thing where he was just like, I guess, drunk or something, and he's trying to like, he's having this interview with this lady, and all he could say is, "You're just so beautiful, ma'am. Like,
back of your head
you're so beautiful,"
look ridiculous.
and just literally like, kind of verbally sexually assaulting this woman in the middle of the interview, just kind of talking about how hot she is. Which is like cool, that's nice and stuff the first time, but it's like, yo, I'm trying to interview you. I'm trying to ask you fucking questions.
Oh,
I don't need
that's
that
nuts.
response with
Vin
I'm so hot.
Vin Diesel looks like a man, but sounds like a squeak. Like he sounds like a fucking puss, dude.
No, he doesn't group, but in general, he just sounds uneducated.
That's what I'm saying. But he sound like like the way he talks in like
Yo,
Fast
you
and
should just be a
Furious.
voice actor. Like when you were doing that Tyson voice.
Dude, I'm
Can someone tell us how to get into voiceovers in general? How do we get into voiceover
I
stuff?
don't know, man.
man, these motherfuckers out here fit, bro.
But I'm gonna take a quick break real quick because all this coffee got me fucked up, and then we're gonna come right back.
You gotta go take a
into
shit?
Not legitimately, but like
Yeah, he does.
my stomach's like, should I? So we're back.
Y'all been
And-
watching iCarly?
Wait, so that show is just so
No.
weird. So it just goes from like
You need to watch it. No, makes sense.
Yeah.
it just
So
goes
wrapping up
from
Wandavision.
like black and white to like colored people TV.
Well, it just changes. Like the decades change.
Spray him, please.
This is the entire show is about the creation of BET.
Great concept. Great concept. Yo, can we... What is MC... Oh, never mind. Black Panther. I was about to say. What's Marvel's, like, Sprite? Like, Sprite is for black
Marvel's
people?
black guy.
Like, it's,
Yo,
it's
I was
the-
meant. Hold up. I don't know. I love Sprite though. Well,
Yeah.
I don't be drinking sodas like that no more.
No, I
but-
know, but to be real, when you see a Coca-Cola commercial, it's aimed to white people. You're like, oh, look, a polar bear, Santa Claus. That's cool.
I don't know, bro.
Hold on.
Pepsi tried to like fix racism with Kendall Jenner.
Yo, real talk though? Hold on.
I don't know about that one.
Pepsi tried to kill racism with Kendall Jenner and got in a hot water. Kendall Jenner cannot catch a fucking break.
What happened?
So first, she look it up real quick. Look up Kendall Jenner's tequila brand.
Oh God.
So Kendall Jenner made a
no.
tequila brand, but
When?
she used just recently. But she used the area code of the Valley.
Okay.
But she's from Calabasas, so the Valley doesn't claim 817, I believe. 818. So
818
she called
tequila.
it 818 tequila.
All right, let's talk
and
about
they're
this.
basically
Let me read this
Oh,
out.
okay.
Kendall Jenner is starting a tequila brand with zero knowledge of Mexican culture and
That's
calling
true.
it 818 tequila. It's gentrification. The 818 does not claim Calabasas, tweeted Jenny Molina, a health justice advocate for the San Fernando Valley, which is home to many Mexican immigrants. Oh, no.
so basically what they're
Let's read
saying-
more about this. Let's read some more about
Well,
this.
so I basically by my understanding with this is everyone's getting
oh,
mad.
the
'cause
LA
they're saying-
Times.
They're basically saying all these Mexican people from the 818 that have been out here really trying to
Really posted up.
be engaged
Hold
with
it
their culture
down.
and hold it down and make tequilas and stuff like that. are being beat out by Kendall Jenner just getting together with somebody and then just saying, yo, like,
I got clout.
And I have
Basically.
people that can make this tequila for me and I'm gonna just slap 818 on it.
Yeah.
So it's like
Whoa.
it's like someone saying 713, you know, but then they're from what the fuck is it?
River Oaks.
Yeah. And it's like, yo, I mean, like, yeah, you can, but like,
So Kendall Jenner's defense of this is it could have been any other white woman from a wealthy area profiting off Latinx
So why not me?
culture.
So why
My
not
point
me,
is-
dog?
My point is they're like,
These people.
what the fuck?
actually, in this case, she's talking about white wealthy women.
Oh, okay.
They-
Because she's like, they claim the 818 when it benefits them, but do they claim what's real? Do they even know what the 818 do they even know that the 818 has some of the poorest cities in LA, 15 miles northeast of Calabasas?
So what you gonna do about it?
Yeesh.
So, see. Actually, Kendall Jenner didn't say that.
It was Jenny Molina.
replied to her own thread saying that. So she's just really out here calling out
what
everything.
is
So she can't catch a break. She tries to fix racism with Pepsi. They kill her. She tries to kill racism with.
Or
With tequila.
gentrification with tequila.
That's the thing. It's because I think.
Gentrification is because
What?
you like philosophy, and I think it's kind of a
Okay. It's
philosophical
do you think
debate.
It's a philosophical thing.
Because it's for sure putting a Band-Aid on a problem. It doesn't fix the real issue.
Well, yeah, because here's the thing.
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Because this is the main thing that I have the issue with. Where is the line between gentrification between cultural appropriation and cultural appreciation? Where does that line stand? Because to me, this is where I get a little worried, because to me, the way that America, let's think of America in general, the way that some place like America becomes great is getting influence from all the cultures that are around you and then making it something else. So you get all these, all the stuff from like the African cultures, from the Spanish cultures, from the Irish cultures, from all this, and it becomes here and it becomes America, the melting pot, and then it becomes American culture when you fuse it, right?
Right.
So if we keep on telling everybody that everything they do is cultural appropriation and gentrification, will we ever evolve as a culture?
No, I don't think so, but it's inevitable.
But I
It's-
think
people
it's a give and take.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah, we gave them certain greases. We gave them MSG. Like, as America, you know what I'm saying? We gave them the orange for their chicken. Like, come on, man.
like I feel like
How much more do we have to give before we can take a little?
Here's the thing. It's just all right. It's so hard to wrap your head around this type of situation because you don't know
it's
where to
bullshit
you don't-
sometimes.
Yeah, you don't know know which side to argue on, because it's like, oh, they're taking our culture, but at the same time, it's like, are they really? Like, they're obviously not like claiming I'm Mexican. They're not like those fucking people that are literally pretending to be another race. You know those people, like, I don't know, maybe Mr. Sean King.
Yo, he black, dog. Don't be talking about
Shut the
his race.
fuck up.
All right, hold
Sean
on.
King is not black. Andrew Schultz is blacker than Sean King.
could we All right. So like if we're talking about restaurants, and I think Chipotle. Now I like Chipotle. I'll patronize Chipotle. But they call themselves Original Mexican Grill. Which is cap.
Oh yeah.
All cap.
I
Capital
get,
caps.
but is it capital caps? Because what is it? They got rice, right? And they're using cilantro lime rice.
No,
they're
but-
not even. Hold on. They're not even like
Cilantro, limon, arroz.
doing like quinoa or whatever. Then what do they
Which
do?
pisses me off.
They're
Like, where the
using
fuck's your
chicken
quinoa at?
that's grilled up. Right. I mean, I don't understand. Like, they're using barbacoa, like carnitas. They're using real, authentic Mexican type of meats that you really catch.
Ish.
You really catch a bay leaf in there.
Allegedly.
You're saying that's a fake bay leaf?
Allegedly.
I've seen the leaves.
No, I'm just playing.
Sometimes I'm
They
like,
just go outside
I'm like,
and get a fucking
yeah. So
machine
I
garden,
see the
yeah.
bay leaves, Sure, it doesn't have that authentic Mexican street taste because they're
Well, not even street taste. Like that's not Mexican cuisine at all.
Because you don't have a fucking
rice, beans, and some sort of meat and vegetables and salsas is not
like,
Mexican cuisine.
That's like scratching the very surface of it and like Americanizing it. Like it's
of course, it's Americanizing it, but it's like quick, easy.
Like the way the burritos are, you can't buy a burrito like that in Mexico.
No,
like they don't exist.
I mean, yeah,
it doesn't have that.
But you can't like compare it to like Taco Bell. It's really not Mexican.
But Taco Bell knows what it is.
Here's the thing.
I feel like Taco Bell stays in its lane.
In terms of authenticity, nothing beats immigrant spit in your food, and that's where the true authentic taste of Mexican street food comes from.
Do you think that if we actually real question, if we ingest immigrant spit, do you think that will make us harder workers from the DNA?
Probably.
Maybe.
As a country, should we all be ingesting just a little bit of immigrant?
But you got to be careful with who gets that fucking hardworking DNA, because you could get a fucking Proud Boy getting that DNA. He'll go build the fucking wall himself.
Shit. Like, you can't even spray him for that one.
No, but back to restaurant terms. Like I don't know, man. I feel like there's like. Okay, so like back to this, like if Kendall Jenner is gonna do something, like if part of the proceeds goes towards something in the A1A, you know, then or what?
That would be nice.
That'd be
if
cool.
If she was supporting the general area based on her claims of the area, like claiming the area as her own, which it's obviously fucking not.
Yeah,
and then
like if you're gonna claim them, then really claim them.
Right.
Okay, that's what I feel.
Throw up some fucking signs, you white bitch.
Well,
you know,
if you're gonna do that, then make sure that it is helping the community, that is showing awareness, or any culture.
That's the give and take. You say you appreciate it, give something back.
So, and I feel that with a lot of stuff, with even cultural stuff, like like if you're going to be a non-black person going off black culture, then you need to respect the culture, give the culture, and stand for the culture, even when everyone's not standing for the culture.
Exactly.
Right.
And I think it's that. But the problem is, even if she did want to truly do that, let's just say intentionally, that's what she really wanted to do. She really wanted to be like, look, I was born and raised out here in California. Sure, I was in this area, but like I've been around these people. I've seen everything. Like I'm still around here and shit.
Right.
And I want to really bring more shit to this community. Doesn't matter what she says or thinks or believes. Because it's Kendall Jenner, it's gonna get shit on. What else is she supposed to do? So, like, think about it. Anything else? So she's doing tequila. So now they're saying she's doing this shit to Mexican people. If she tried to make a cognac,
but I feel like that whole their whole family just has a whole. You know, like they have this, they did build the stigma on themselves about appropriating black culture and just other cultures.
Well, just any culture that isn't fucking white or Armenian. Those dirty motherfuckers.
Well, I don't even think they do any. No, I mean I don't know enough, but I don't see them do too much.
That was very assumptuous of you, sir.
No, like he meant like they don't do any Armenian.
Yeah, they do. They fuck black guys all the time, dude.
I'm talking about like I don't see them talk about things going on in their countries, or any problems.
They're not out here like
they're not advocating for it. Yeah, Matt Welty be out here advocating for him.
Okay.
See, I like Matt Welty just looks white, but I know he's Armenian because of the things that he like supports and talks about because of his culture.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I don't see the Kardashians do that.
So, same thing with Action Bronson.
Oh, he Armenian too?
Yeah,
Action Bronson's a cute kid,
dude.
I'm still really sad that his collab with Adidas never came out.
That'd be interesting to see, for sure.
Action Bronson's a fucking amazing human being, dude.
But there's a lot of
He's a bomb ass rapper too.
Okay, I was just looking at this thing.
Okay,
but yeah, with all that, I don't know. She's basically getting under all this hot water, and I don't know if it's warranted enough, or if we're just being extra because she tried to like fix racism with the Pepsi can. And
that's the thing, bro. It's like I feel like it's because of things like that where people are like,
wait. So why did I don't understand the whole racism Pepsi thing? Is it because why did I don't?
Did you ever watch?
It was the commercial.
I didn't watch the commercial.
So the commercial
I honestly
was like
thought this entire time.
The commercial was during was it during the Ferguson riots? Or was it?
It was something. There was a lot of shit going on.
Yeah.
And so there was a lot of stuff where you basically see the scenes of like the group of police and the group of protesters and all this stuff. That's the scene, right?
Yeah, go ahead and play it.
And she'll.
The audio's not connected to it, right?
No.
Oh, and probably will come out of the TV, which I don't want. But, yeah, try to after the ad.
No, it's coming out on the laptop.
But this is an ad for the ad.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. This isn't. Oh yeah, this is a real thing.
This is a commercial.
Okay.
Okay.
Lower. But fast forward a little bit to just where you can kind of see like people are out here protesting. There she goes blonde, and she usually
they're protesting past her, and she's like, "Wait a minute, I gotta do something about it."
they're like, she's like, "What's going on? Like everybody's out here doing something, and I'm just taking pictures. Should I do something?"
Why is this guy Asian?
Because inclusion.
Oh.
So fast forward.
To where?
Just keep on going.
She's still
Keep on
chilling
going.
there.
She's still chilling. She's still looking. Now, like, go back. Right there.
Oh, God.
Right here.
No.
So she
Please.
comes out,
No.
sees all these people, grabs a Pepsi that's already there, by the way.
It's already set up.
It's already set up. And everyone's like, what's going on? This white woman holding a Pepsi's crossing the line. She's crossing over to us.
She could
wearing
do it
multiple
regardless.
denims. Hands the person a Pepsi.
The
That
cop.
person looks at the Pepsi. The cop looks at the Pepsi. The Muslim girl takes a picture of the cop drinking a Pepsi, and somehow the cop drinking the Pepsi means that whatever was going on is solved. We've all like this Pepsi mad
He's
good
like,
dog.
he's like, hey,
He's like, bro, this Pepsi mad refreshing. Maybe we should leave these people alone.
Fuck thought this would be a good idea. Live bolder. Get the fuck out of here.
So
dude.
she got into a lot of shit for that one.
No shit. That was a stupid commercial.
I can't believe you never saw it.
I never saw this, dude.
Dude, that aired like for real.
Yeah, like that was a real thing. Everyone saw that
Oh, God.
and was like, wait.
Dude, imagine if that was like a fucking Super Bowl commercial.
Shit, might have been something like that, dude.
I think it might
This
have
is a
been.
big
Oh,
campaign.
God.
For the
Huge
start of
campaign.
it, how long is an average commercial?
Not that
30
fucking
seconds.
long.
Yeah.
That was a 2-minute and 38-second commercial.
Yeah, it was a whole
That was a
campaign,
campaign,
with,
dog.
with like PepsiCo.
If
They
really,
thought they
if
were gonna
They
end
thought they were doing.
racism.
They thought they were doing something.
If they really wanted to end racism, they would have just had all of the African American young men at that protest just gangbang Kendall Jenner. Like that would have been the perfect. That would have been the perfect fucking way to advertise ending racism.
Can we be real? Spray and all. Kind of true, dog.
No,
Consensually.
All right, we're moving past
Consensually.
that.
No, I'm talking.
Consensually.
Are you trying to back me up here?
Because she's basically saying, look.
I would fuck a black guy.
Ooh, hold on.
I am not racist. I would fuck a black guy.
Kendall is the white woman Jesus sacrificing herself
Preach, brother, preach.
to the entire
Colored community.
colored community
There you go.
to pay for the white sins.
There you go. You know, she's definitely
She's the white Messiah.
she's the white Messiah.
No.
Messiahs? I don't know how you
No.
say it with
Jesus
women.
is a fucking woman, dude.
Anyway,
You would think God is a woman. Hard song.
this is a
Good
hard
premise.
song. Anyway, moving past to our next topic since you guys made it weird.
Like we can talk about more stimmy shit
Let's just
in the
talk
future.
shit about
No,
America.
I want to go into $1.9 trillion
Jeez.
COVID relief package that the House passed. So now I guess it has to go to the Senate or
the
something.
Senate.
So with this,
And the Senate is Democratic now,
Explain to
boy, so
me-
it's gonna happen.
how does this work? Because I get confused when they try to throw bullshit into other bullshit. So like all these politicians
I think I
from
know what
back in
you're
the
talking
day
about. I think I know what you're
will be
talking
like, yo, you signed this bill. Why'd you sign this bill? You supported this. And they'll be like, yo, dog, at the time I was really trying to fight for environmental shit. And they threw the environmental shit into the anti-black bill, dog. So like, I don't know, man. I was just trying to help the world. And they
kinda
threw
crazy
the
how that works?
anti-black shit in there.
So
And I say this because of the $15 minimum wage being trying to get thrown into
into this.
this bill, but
Yeah.
they're
Yeesh.
voting it under different rules.
Yeah, what the fuck? You can't do that shit.
Well, so it actually happens more than you think.
Well, I know because it's like they'll be like it's some crazy shit because a lot of times they'll just sneak it in there, right?
Well, it's the reason for the sneaking it in there is because it can't pass on its own, so that's why they do stuff like
So
that.
it's like 1.9,
Which is annoying.
$1.9 trillion COVID relief, but
shouldn't
at the
do
bottom
that.
of the little agreement thing says black people can't vote anymore. It's
Exactly.
like, what the
so
fuck?
some shit like
Yeah.
that, and I'm like, okay, and that gets people in hot water, but that's a political game or whatever. They're trying to vote this under different rules, and they're trying to slip the $15 minimum wage in with this.
And that's why it gets so murky, man. Like, I hate when they try to slip
Because that's when it literally causes, like, everything could have been cool. We'd be like, yo, we're all good with this, right?
But then we
they'd be like, nah, but this section, though.
Yeah, because then we also question where is all 1.9 trillion of these dollars going?
I've actually looked into a lot, so we should be.
Well, we have it pulled up right now. Let's give it let's give it a scan.
So we're getting like the bottom of the barrel stuff.
Right.
Yeah, but at least it's so with the 600 that we had gotten before, and then this one we should get that 2,000 they were originally talking about. So most people who make it's like if you make under
Andrew
if you make under $100,000 individually and less than $200,000 family wise, then you be getting $1,400
right
as a stimulus payment. So that plus a 600 becomes your 2,000.
Okay.
Extra
right
$400 a month for unemployment people who are still on benefits and extensions in certain programs for states that may be ending.
Hold on.
Paid time leave. The certain amount of money will go into paid time leave for these companies to be able to give their employees paid time on if they get sick to quarantine. Also, they'll be incentivizing tax breaks to those companies that decided to volunteer
My
to
question
be able to do that for their customers.
Is this solely for stimulus purposes?
This is the COVID relief package.
Okay, does this COVID relief package include funding the vaccine more?
No.
Well, they need to get on that shit.
That's a private thing right now. I feel
Yeah,
like.
it's private
What
time.
happens-
It's
here's what happens.
Pilzer and Johnson & Johnson that are doing that.
The reason that the thing gets fast tracked, what happens is private companies do their research, make their shit first.
Right.
Then they're in a race to who can get it first because once they've made it, then the company will buy. I mean, the government will buy it.
Yeah.
Right.
They'll buy, like, fund them, do all that stuff once they have created it. So then the government will be like, oh, I want that.
Wait, Johnson
they gotta
Johnson.
make it first.
Isn't that shit that I put on my nutsack?
On everything
during the summer.
Johnson & Johnson, a family company.
Yeah.
Man,
So
and they're making a fucking vaccine.
yeah, they've been
Who
doing
the fuck's next? Fucking Whataburger making a vaccine?
No,
that.
Johnson &
Johnson's been
They've also,
established, like,
not going to lie, can we talk about the fact that they was like in some hot water in the past?
What did they do?
what do they do?
I want to say, look it up to verify me, but they were like doing some fucked up shit with kids. Like, I think it was a thing where it was like Johnson & Johnson on the low.
What? What is?
Hold on. Let's look up Johnson & Johnson kids. That's Kiss. Kids.
Shampoo.
No.
Go to news.
Yeah. Not fucking shampoo.
It's going to be hard because now everything's going to be
History of Johnson & Johnson. What?
pharma. Oh, they made aspirin and shit. I think that's what it was. That it was like who they were supporting or something. I forget. Johnson & Johnson has been like back and forth with like if it's good or bad. I know for a minute they were saying that one of their lotions or something was actually giving kids rashes or some shit like that. And there's just like, they have such a good, clean image on the front, but if you look deep, they're just another one of those huge organizations that like doesn't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
They're coming off in the tail end of things. They're looking at 63% efficacy on their vaccine right about now. The positive thing about the Johnson & Johnson one is it's a single
Yeah, it's
dose,
a single dosage. That's what I was
as
going to
opposed
say.
to the two doses. that
With the
everyone else
Pilsner,
has to
everyone
do.
has a
Did you
the
say
two doses.
that your wife's mom just got, or your mother-in-law?
Yeah, my mother-in-law just got her second one, so she's vaxxed.
Cool.
And
That's
I'm
awesome.
already seeing people. Have you put yourself on the waiting list yet?
No.
Me either, but I think Alicia might have.
My fiance is probably going to get it as soon as she's in the actual, because she's doing her residency right now, and I think once she's like taking care of patients on her own, I think they're going to give her the vax. But the homie just got the vaccine.
Oh,
She's
yeah?
also a nurse.
Let's take a quick break because our camera's off. So, for vaccine, when do you think we'll be getting to the place where things are straight, where people feel vaccinated
I'm
enough?
not taking the vaccine.
You're not taking the vaccine?
You're
I'm not a
anti-vax.
fucking pussy.
So,
I won't take the vaccine, but I'll take off my fucking mask. I don't care.
As the scheduler and organizer of this operation, I may have to make a company-wide decision to make
for all of us to
make vaccines mandatory for us to safely continue operation. I don't know, dog.
So, okay.
How about this? I might just have to.
Here's what I'll do. I don't want to take the vaccine, but I will let you get the vaccine and then kiss me in the mouth.
What's that going to do?
I don't think that's going to do nothing, dog.
That's not how that works.
I can't just give you antibodies like that, dog.
Yeah. You can.
Oh, you know, the thing that I think is hilarious is how people are like, I got the second dose and now I have symptoms. That's how vaccines work.
Yeah, you fucking idiots. It's literally injecting the coronavirus into your penis hole, dude. It's just fucking quit being a puss. Take the symptoms like a fucking champ and go on about your day. Because
real talk, I'm getting so tired of all these people.
Could you imagine if people were anti-vax during polio?
Yo, I'm just saying, like, look,
that's so funny. There'd be so many fucking cripples walking around here. People just crawling on the fucking floor.
They're like, be a patriot and be crippled.
People here in America, pussies,
dude.
Back then, in order to get vaccinated, you would get a fucking scar.
Yeah.
Like, you will be branded for the rest of your life as, yo, talk about microchipped? Talk about microchipped. Dead ass scar on your arm in order to get a vaccine.
Yeah.
Now it's these little thin ass needles and all these people, yo, I mean, to be honest, I'll shoot a motherfucker and I'll storm the Capitol. But when it comes to getting a little needle in my arm, dog, that shit, like, I don't fuck with that shit, bro. Like, that shit mad scary.
I smoke meth, but I don't know.
And I inject myself with dirty needles when I'm using heroin. But when it comes to the government putting needles in me, dog, that's not me, bro.
All jokes aside, I was kidding about not taking the vaccine. I would definitely get the vaccine just because it's like, what the fuck? Like, what's the worst that can happen? I get fucking COVID.
No, like, what's the worst that can happen? They control my... that fucking Google has all my shit.
Yeah.
Google and Alexa, so don't say anything, I'm sorry, have all my fucking shit. Okay?
That's what you get for getting an Alexa.
Yo, I don't care. I take my algorithms very, very seriously.
You do. You're weird about it.
I watch so much porn on Reddit.
And because of that, I want to make sure... The last thing I want is for my algorithms not to know me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're the ones that are supposed to know me the best.
Right. I mean, the one that I'll give credit to is the YouTube one because there's stuff where I'm like, I don't know what I want to watch. Tell me what I want to watch.
Here's the thing about those.
That's true.
Yeah.
I need them to tell me what I want to watch. And sometimes when a video is on my algorithm, like on my recommended page,
just cave
for so long. I've been ignoring it and ignoring it and ignoring it. And I'm finally like, let me just watch this just to get it off my fucking recommended.
Yeah.
And then fall in love with the channel and start getting into it.
Like,
that's how I found Joshua Weissman. I was like, all right.
I'm like,
fine.
All right, dog. Let's fucking go.
Let's do it. And then I was like, bro, you're incredible.
Yeah, okay.
Teach me how to make kombucha.
Yeah, how we making beer.
So delicious.
Yeah.
I made some great croissants thanks to Josh.
Yo.
Great croissants, bro. 100 skins.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch croissants.
And he's from Texas.
Houston is, I don't know if he's from Houston, but he was doing a lot of his stuff out of Houston.
Yeah, he was.
So I was like, respect.
It's like Houston, Austin. I think he like goes back and forth. Yeah.
So like he introducing the North to kolaches, introducing everybody to Whataburger.
I feel like more and more people are just coming to Texas. Like I know we talk about it a lot, but like I was watching this other like YouTube person and then they were like, I'm moving to Texas, and I'm like, yeah, surprised. Like
everyone's moving to Texas, and that's why I'm saying that every news thing, like I listened last week to like 5 podcasts that were talking about what was going on here with the storm and the freeze and stuff because so many people are in Texas now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I just can't wait.
Dealing with it.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. And I just can't wait till there's so many people in Texas that Twitter swings Republican. And
dude, I'm waiting for the change, man. Jack Dorsey, a Republican, that'd be okay. So to be honest,
it could go the other way, bro. It really could go the other way to where they make Texas blue.
That's the realistic answer.
That's what every Texan's afraid of, though.
Yeah,
because everyone's saying like, here's what everyone's saying, and I partly agree.
But if you look at the map, it's the major cities are already blue. It's like the podunk, like.
Yeah, but here's the thing about it, though.
Texas
the
is
reason
so fucking
the
big.
reason people are coming to Texas is because of the shit that they can do, the way that it works. So why would they come down here and just fucking make it California again?
True.
That's what you ran away from.
Yeah.
So like, do you really want that?
They're
Because they
trying
can
to-
bring all their ideas and try to fuck up the Texas system.
Yo.
And then they're
if
back
I have
in
to
the same
file
place.
state taxes, I'm gonna be so mad.
I'm gonna fucking blow my brains out if I have to
You don't
file
do
state
taxes.
in the future. By the time
Yeah.
I have to, it's gonna. That's when it'll be.
The second that we have to start paying state taxes here,
Moving to fucking New
we're
York,
moving
boys.
to PR.
Puerto Rico?
Yes.
The fuck out of here.
We're going to PR, dog.
I'm trying to hang out with Bad Bunny.
It's still U.S. territory.
It's still U.S. territory. I can go.
You're like, I can go.
Those motherfuckers.
Let's fucking go.
I'm
You know
trying to
who's
hang out
going
with
over
Bad
there?
Bunny.
Logan Paul's going over there.
Logan Paul's gonna.
Hold on. That means the creator economy is going to be booming.
Dude. You know what's
If Logan Paul goes over there, Biden will make sure the PR gets power. They'll make sure that they get power and water. They'll throw a few more toilet paper rolls out.
It's the truth, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
His name's Rufus, and that's the truth, boys.
So,
But
with,
anyway,
with
you know
all
what I
that-
want though?
What do you want?
What I want with all these people coming, I want a European style bullet train that connects all the major cities. Where if we want to go to Austin, we can be there in an hour.
Well, they're already trying to do that with Dallas. We should already be on the start.
Yeah.
Right there by the Northwest Mall, as by my understanding, is supposed to be the station.
Okay.
That abandoned ass mall.
Yeah. No, I know which one.
So now
In
that
between
one-
like 290, 610. And
Yep.
all
So that whole
Yeah, 'cause
congestion
it doesn't-
area is supposed to be the station.
Yeah, the station. Because it
Boom,
doesn't
bullet
matter,
train in
because that
90
area...
minutes.
that doesn't matter if they build in that area, because it's just a bunch of fucking minorities. You can kick them out and tell them, get the fuck out of here, go somewhere
Raise
else.
the rent, and that's
Raise
it.
the
That's
fucking
how
rent.
it goes. It's just what you do.
Gentrification
There you
again.
go.
So I mean,
We never really. Well, I guess we passed the topic already, but yeah.
What? No, you can bring it back up. It doesn't
I was
fucking
gonna.
matter.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say like.
gentrification as a whole.
Yeah,
Gentrification.
just like
There's pros and cons and positives.
there is pros and
negatives.
cons, and like that's what I'm saying. Like there.
So what's your thought?
I
For
don't,
instance,
I don't know.
on like the gentrification of Spring Branch, because that's where
Oh,
you
that
came
that
from.
one.
That's
yeah,
a touchy one,
that's
boys. Are you sure you want to get into
You
that?
came from it, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's like
Are
where
you
your
sure you wanna
area
get
is.
into
You
that?
saw how it was, and now you have seen how bad it can be, and you're now seeing the change. Part of it, I've seen you as we go around be like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like I knew it was here, but we're getting more.
Your
the
mother-in-law,
economy's
dude.
booming there.
Your
Yeah.
mother-in-law lives in Spring Branch.
That's the thing. I still got people
Your
living in
brother-in-law
there
too, yeah.
yeah, they're all still living in there. And
I mean, I
you-
live there now.
You hear them talking, and they're like, "Yo, dude, like I've been living here for all these years, and every year these apartments keep on going up in price,
Yeah.
going up in price, and they're not changing anything in our apartment. It's just the location's becoming more
Yeah, the apartment's
expensive.
still like
Or
run
shitty.
down and crappy. Yeah, and at that point is you might as well move to Katy
Yeah,
because
well,
you're gonna be paying the same rent.
or just come to my side, come
Honestly.
to the to the other side of I-10.
Yeah.
You know, come to the upper side.
the upper side of I-10,
I-10. You know,
which the
Move
rents
yourself
are pretty
out.
Good. Yeah, or like there's like, okay, so, I saw these apartments on Bunker Hill behind HEB,
right.
Okay.
where like that HEB is super nice. It's like where all like the
Yeah.
memorial people shop and stuff, and but it's on this side of I-10. You know, it's not on that side of I-10. And they looked really nice, and I'm like, man, I would love to live here because you know it's just cool. It's like it's got
It's a good
cool
central
vibe.
location. Yeah.
But then I'm also like, I'm like living in the gentrifying apartments, and then what? Then like where does that put me? You know? Like,
well, that's the thing is where
'cause
does it?
At the end of the day, we all want nice things. We all want to live in nice
Exactly.
places. But it's like to what?
It kind of hurts to think about where that came from.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, does
So-
it make me a hypocrite if I want to live in a place like that, or even if like let's
Honestly,
say,
I'm
'cause
gonna
this is-
keep it a buck with you. No, it
'Cause-
doesn't.
this is like the reality. Like me and my fiance, like we want to move to the Heights, and we want to move to like maybe like downtown area because
Respect.
she's gonna be.
That's cute, dude.
Well,
And
no,
you can do that because you have the money to do it.
Well, here's the thing. It's mainly because of her job and my job. Like we want it to be like equal distance, and
Right.
that's kind of like the central equal distance for both of us.
right.
But and the thing is, it's like, even the Heights got gentrified a lot.
Oh,
So it's
yeah.
So
My parents are telling me how legitimately when they were house shopping, when they bought the house that they have now, they were looking around and they saw a house that was in their budget that they liked in the Heights.
Yeah.
They had a chance to buy a house in the Heights.
That's
and
not
they
worth
passed
like
up.
$5 million.
So my question to you
They
is,
passed it up because I mean, for whatever it was at that time, this seemed better for them. And now they look at the area, see what it is, and they're like, yo, we would have came up. We would have really came
Jay-Z.
up. Yeah, I could have bought a crib in Dumbo before it was Dumbo for like $2 million.
so my question to you
That
is,
same building.
Today worth $25 million. Guess how I'm feeling.
Dumbo. Anyway, so my question to you is, my question to you guys is both, because you guys understand this stuff a little better than I do. As gentrification increases, I'm assuming inflation increases with it because the prices are going up in those particular areas. Obviously, people have to move to other areas, but you can only gentrify so much because we only have so much land to gentrify, right? With that being said, does that lead to a rise in minimum wage? And are the discussions of the increase in minimum wage going to help us there? Or is that,
I don't know,
gonna be
but
something?
before we get to that, what I was trying to say is, let's say I move into an apartment there, and it's like those cool apartments. You know, like what kind of like the vibe I'm talking
Like
about?
a modern luxury-ish apartment.
A beautiful apartment.
Where
let's be
before it
honest.
wasn't that, like someone like probably like cooked meth in it or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just because it was.
Are
a
you
sketch
asking,
area.
is the meth still in the walls?
No. What I'm saying
And
is,
will it affect you and your children?
What I'm saying is, no. What I'm saying is like, where does that put, like,
Ethically? Is that what you're asking?
Exactly.
There's two things in my opinion, and the thing is, I don't know.
ahead.
I always had the back and forth with gentrification in that sense in general, because part of me feels that I know the bad part is when someone asks the question, how do we fix this neighborhood? This neighborhood's getting bad, it's getting riddled with crime and all these issues. How do we fix it? The immediate answer in a lot of people's minds is gentrification.
Right.
The negative part to the people in the community is
Those people move somewhere else.
You're gonna like raise all of our rents and make us drive out of here. But another thing is also, let's be real, at least a lot of people can evolve and change with their environment. So if their environment is getting gentrified, you have to think, in your example, they throw a big ass HEB. They actually threw a big ass HEB, a nice one in the Heights.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful HEB.
It's a
How
nice
many
HEB.
people does it take to run an
lot of
HEB?
people. And
That's
HEB
bringing
pays well.
jobs to the community.
So
So you're bringing more jobs to
There
these
you
communities
go.
that I think make it to where the residents there can actually evolve and grow.
One
with
thing
it.
I will tell you, I know because my cousin works at HEB.
they pay really well.
They pay really well.
They pay really well.
So you see what I mean?
Really
I think,
well.
and I don't know. I don't know if it really evens out
Shout
enough.
out HEB.
I don't know if
Shouts
it
out
really evens
HEB,
out
dude, for
enough.
sure.
But there is the argument that with gentrification brings more jobs to the community.
Yes.
So brings more economic wealth to the community and allows all of them to come
In a
up.
way, though, because then you also have like your mom and pop shops that have been a staple in the community that then can't afford their rents,
That's true.
and then they have to bounce or they have to liquidate their.
That is true. If you get big companies, you have
Yeah.
a local supermarket and then HEB comes and wipes them out. I see that as an issue. But I mean, there's the gives and takes.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think it evens out to where it's it's a dilemma, but I don't think it's
It's not a dilemma to the point to where
I don't think it's the same dilemma as fast fashion, which we don't think about on a daily basis
No,
when we
we
buy
don't.
something. So
I
every
do,
time you,
but
I
I'm
know,
def-
but
I'm
every
a lot
time you
different
buy
than you guys
something,
are in
you're
my
not
mentality
thinking,
of that.
well, where did this come from? Like you and I on an everyday basis, well, where did this come from and who did it affect and what was the ethical things? We think about it a little more because it's in our communities.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, it's closer to home.
I mean, exactly. So like, even if you look at like the Fifth Ward, so like, because that's where like the skate park is in like downtown Houston.
yeah.
That area, when we were in high school, was like sketchy and rundown and like, and all of a sudden, because I went
like Watauga Park.
Not
No,
Watauga
no,
Park,
not
like
Watauga
downtown
Park.
skate
Like
park.
downtown skate
Basically,
park.
Buffalo Bayou,
that Buffalo,
Wow.
that area.
that area,
Really?
That skate park.
Holy shit!
That
really?
that's
You're kidding.
If you go there now,
I've
you're
been
gonna.
there now. I go there now all the time. I take pictures there all the fucking time.
Oh,
dude.
okay, yeah, that was not like that.
I take girls on dates there.
That was not like that.
That was not like that.
You're just
That-
before
there
you were
used
taking
to-
girls' dates to the hood.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, no.
Ooh, shit.
If you were no, bro, there was like homeless people like camped out on like Buffalo. Like it was not what it is now.
So you see those kinds of things. You see the evolution of things where
insane to think about.
I mean, because if you think about it, dog,
Y'all are fucking old.
how do you think they did it?
One, it makes me feel old.
Think about this. What is the monument there? The cool monument that you take bitches to.
The skateboard guy.
It is a police memorial monument.
I don't take girls there.
To that bridge when you go through and it has that thing.
There.
Well, I've gone there, taking pictures, walk around. It's a police memorial monument and it's monitored with shit. It's just it's an over
beautiful view of the skyline, though.
It's an over beautified snitching machine. So they just put this whole surveillance shit, make sure they got the cops chilling around that area, surveying the area. But it's like they're basically telling you, yo, bro, come chill with us. Come to the cops area. We got you.
Right.
You're going to the cops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very beautiful.
Yeah, we don't
place,
mess with the police, bro.
Unless we can take a cool picture, dog.
Yeah.
Post it on our socials.
That is true. Hey, recently, just because you said it was, I know it's a joke that we don't fuck with the police thing. I recently had a very good experience with a police officer. Very, very good experience with a police officer.
Because your complexion's lighter.
My complexion is lighter, but I was with a darker complected friend. And the problem at hand was with the darker complected friend because what had happened was my friend was driving in his very shitty truck. And
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. And his wheel came off of his axle.
That's terrifying.
His wheel came off his axle while he was driving. And he texted to Discord because he doesn't have like service on his phone. And he texted to Discord. Nathan texted me. He's like, hey, Angel's wheel came off his axle. So I was like, really? I was like, is he okay? Like, yeah. So I go to first thing I do is I go to Discord because that's where I talk to my friends because I don't have social media.
I'm old. I know what Discord is though.
First thing I do is I go to Discord and I'm like, and Angel's like talking about it, right? I'm like, do you need me to pick you up? First thing, because I know he would do that for me. I know Angel would do that for me, so I would do it for him. So I go and we are waiting there for a tow truck for a pretty long time. And a cop pulls up and it's like, what are you guys doing here waiting? Is this your truck? And he's like, yeah, it's his truck. And the officer waited there with us until the tow truck got there and was talking to us and was being very nice to us. And it was just a good experience. Like, I didn't feel threatened at all. There was no like.
Where were you though?
I was in like the back of.
Ooh, the bad area of, it's okay. So like, I'm not going to say the name, but the neighborhood that I lived in would be like, the front area supposedly was all fine, but for some reason the back, if you went to the back of the neighborhood, it was like, oh, you from that area? Oh yeah, but they're from the back. Oh, they're from the back of the neighborhood.
Not like that anymore, but yeah.
But that's not how our neighborhood is like that anymore. But that neighborhood is, okay?
That neighborhood,
like it's for real, very dangerous. Like you have your certain areas. This neighborhood's so big and has so many wings.
Wait, is that where that crappy
west.
skate park was? Where it's just like a strip?
That it's in the same ish area. That's
you
if
remember
you go that way.
You remember that
you keep going down. But so it's like you go down and then you
don't be given exact directions. But
Obviously.
basically, the back of this area is a lot more sketchy.
Area is a little bit more sketchy.
I know.
And she was patrolling the area, and she's like, "Hey, you guys doing fine?" It's like, "Yeah, we're waiting for the tow truck." And it's kind of funny how when you say, "Yeah, I'm just waiting here with the police officer," to a tow truck driver, quick,
they pull up.
Oh yeah, 5 minutes. We're waiting there for 3 hours. Well, it was 4 hours. We're waiting there for 4 hours, and then the tow truck driver realizes we're waiting with a police officer now. 5 minutes. Swear to God.
AAA, did y'all use?
No.
AAA takes at least an hour to an hour and a half. But still.
AAA, if we would have used AAA, we would have gotten it faster. He used like some other.
You should have used AAA because you could.
I have AAA.
With your AAA, it's not the car that's insured. It's you.
Yeah.
So anytime like you were with someone, if you're in a rental vehicle, you're in a friend's car, whatever.
Well, the thing is, he had already
just
paid
have to
for
be
it.
there.
He had already paid for it.
I would have been like, cancel that shit, dog. I got AAA.
Well, he had already paid for it. He had already set up everything, and I told him I was like, I can let you use one of my saves.
Dang, that's crazy.
And he was like, no, I already basically like I already kind of fucking fucked myself, you know.
The fact that like they take forever because it wasn't like we were
waiting there for so long.
Nacogdoches was a small town.
Yeah,
I caught tow trucks out there.
That's scary, dog. I'm not gonna lie. In your situation, with your status and you know what I'm saying, your way of being around all these.
So like, you gotta know how to like. I don't want to say I ever played the police, but I knew.
I'm not just talking police. I'm talking about like tow truck drivers.
They don't care about me, bro.
A lot of times, tow truck drivers are in the same boat, dude.
Dude, like, first of all, I'm fine. Like, I'm not just like a moment away from like deportation. Like,
I just get scared. Not on the deportation stand.
Yeah, like
stance,
I'm not.
But anytime I like drive up there, and I'm like, anytime I have to go up to Huntsville, and I still
you talking about racism?
I'm still to this day seeing all
okay.
these Trump flags.
Yeah.
I start immediately being
Freaking
as
out.
legal as can be.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, dude, I feel uncomfortable as fuck here.
Yeah. Well,
Why?
No. So here's the thing.
Trump 2024.
You get used to it, and then which is super messed up. You get used to seeing like all these like Confederate flags and all these like Trump flags, and I
Let
mean,
them believe what they want to believe. They're fucking idiots.
like, I don't know, man. You just like you talk you. What you do is you're just like normal with people, and then they'll say some, and then you just pretend you didn't hear it, and then you just keep going.
I mean, I deal with it in my area, but let's take a quick second to get into some real things that we want to talk about for the week. So the boys are back. All right, boys. The boys. And we're talking about Bobby Shmurda, Rowdy Rebel out here, all right?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking into the sky, still waiting for his hat to fall. All right?
Yeah.
It's just still ain't come down, dog.
Yeah.
And about a week ago, it seems like he got out of prison.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It is less, but about a week ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's about to be a week ago.
We have Bobby Shmurda, Hot Boy, about a week ago, Brooklyn rapper,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
fresh out a 6-year sentence.
Jesus age.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to me, for starters, that
Song came out
that was 6 years ago. 2014, we graduated. That was right around when
Bobby
that shit was
Shmurda went to
popping.
Prison, really?
2014 is when he gets arrested.
Holy
Late 2014,
shit.
he gets arrested.
I guess that makes sense when I put it into perspective.
Because think about it. What was that popping off on first? Like Vine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a big Vine.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when was that really what everyone was about a week ago? We were like watching these things on Vine.
Yeah. That was
a joke that it was like he's gonna come out of prison trying to log into his Vine account.
Yeah,
God damn it.
That's when I was about to go to college, and then like mumble rap was starting to happen.
And so this was
Young Thug came out,
Right.
and like
Young Thug is still a legend to this day.
yeah, he did Fetty Wap, and they did.
Fetty Wap fucking
my
sucks.
way and all that kind of shit.
Fuck
Yeah.
Fetty Wap.
So,
I miss that kind of mumble rap.
I do not.
bro,
at all.
don't be talking about Fetty Wap like that, bro. He's got his eye on you.
Yeah,
One eye. What is he gonna fucking
and then all these like
stare at me?
Anyway,
So
Pop his other eye.
he it's a big deal that Shmurda's back.
It is. It's a very
because
big deal.
not only because of course he was really running shit around that New York time period
Mm-hmm.
because he's like super New York and shit. There's a lot of stuff that has changed, a lot of stuff that's evolved within that time.
Yes.
Even in New York, you have to think about the fact that
again, Brooklyn's super gentrified now.
yeah.
Yeah. Even in just 6 years.
And right
yeah,
now,
it's
when you're
crazy.
thinking about Brooklyn and you're thinking about New York and you think about those rappers, you're thinking about A Boogie right now.
Right.
And maybe Lil T. I don't know if he's from New York, but the big controversial one, you got Cardi, of course, and stuff. But 6ix9ine,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Last record before everything was really popping off or whatever, before he goes like to jail and beats the trial and does all that stuff, he actually has a song with a Bobby Shmurda feature from jail.
What?
Like it's the beat stops and you have Bobby rapping.
So my
over
question
the
to you
phone.
is,
But this is before the snitching shit. This
I was
is
about to say,
before
that was about
everything
to
happens
say,
now.
how do you think Bobby Shmurda feels about that?
Not good, because think
Yeah.
about the reason he's been in there for 6 years is because he decided
He didn't take the deal.
He didn't take the deal that would have gotten him off early. He said, we all got into this shit together. We're all going to be in this shit together, and we're going to hold it down. I'm going to hold it down and be real.
Right.
So now he's coming out really like the anti-6ix9ine, being like, look, I
served my
was in
time.
here for 6 years for one, because I know time seems to go by really quick, but how long? Like, it wasn't like 6ix9ine was in there for like.
To now looking back, it's like, oh wow, that was 6 years. But
because think about even 6ix9ine, how long was 6ix9ine in there for? Like 2 years or like a year while all the
it's
trials
crazy
were
how
going
fast
on.
time is like just going by.
So he went in and
we're
out,
just getting older.
and you're seeing
Right.
Yeah,
finally. We've been waiting for this moment, right? And I was always wondering, as things were really starting to go off in the beginning, are we going to care when he gets out? Like so much times in the past, are we going to care?
And now and look
And
at
you're
that.
funny that
seeing
we
it.
do.
It's funny that we do because I think it's a mix of everyone's going to be on his side being like, yo, he was real. He was, doing this. He has this look that is really, there's really New York, but also not easy to forget.
Mm-hmm.
And you also have all these other little side things. Like, I'm curious, what is he going to say to 6ix9ine? What is he going to say about 6ix9ine? What is 6ix9ine going to say about him?
Yeah.
And
in a way, it's like I'm not condoning the snitching by any means, but like, 6 years out of your life, bro. At the end of the day, was it worth it?
well, here's where it boils down to.
Because the music industry is so fickle and everything's so fake.
I just my question is, I mean, obviously I know why, but like, what's the whole deal with the snitching situation?
I'll explain. So this is where it comes down to. No. Here's where it comes down to.
Because
really,
it's like, let's be real. Why are we? Well, I get why it's a loyalty thing in certain communities, but like, why as viewers from the outside in are we like, oh, fucking snitch ass, pussy ass motherfucker? When in reality,
you would have snitched too.
I would have snitched too. You probably would have snitched
I would have
too.
snitched.
You would have snitched too.
I'm not going to jail for nobody.
But look,
I am not going to jail for anybody.
No, I got you. But here's where it comes down to. When you're in that situation, when you're a part of the streets, the thing about it is it's outside looking in. And to be honest, for the people from the outside looking in don't actually care about snitching versus not snitching, to be 100% honest. If you're not in the streets, it's just like a...
That's why to us it's
like... Sure fucking seems like it, though. No. That's the thing. No. It sure seems like the rest of our society thinks it's like, oh, fucking snitch ass, pussy ass, like, oh, 6ix9ine's a fucking rat. I'm like, cool, but who fucking cares, dude?
No, they don't. They're actually still watching it. They don't care. They don't. It's the main fact, and when you think about it, and the person who said it best, the person who really explained this the best way possible
was
Morgan Freeman on 21 Savage's album.
Right.
Okay.
When he's talking about that intro about the difference between a snitch and a rat.
Okay.
He said the difference between a snitch and a rat, he's like, a person who isn't involved in illegal activity and tells on something like that is not a snitch or a rat. The criminals were just sloppy.
Yeah.
If you're a law-abiding citizen,
if we see some stuff go down and we say to the police,
we say something to the police, we're not snitchers or rats. These criminals are just sloppy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
A snitch is somebody who will tell on somebody to protect their own cowardly ass, is what he says, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Now a rat, no. Basically, a rat will do something, will tell on people for the sake of money or for the sake of protection or for the sake of all this kind of stuff.
Right.
And the way that he says it at the end is a snitch, at the end of the day, is still a human being, but a rat is a fucking rat. And that's what he talks about. That's exactly what Morgan Freeman says in this intro.
Right.
Right? Which is the hardest thing ever to hear Morgan Freeman say. Just to end like, a rat is a fucking rat. So when you see it from that perspective, yes, it's the basis of, because we're law-abiding citizens and we're not getting ourselves into that, we're like, yo, we're just doing what the fuck we're supposed to do. We're not going to get ourselves cut up for your bullshit.
But I feel like there's
right?
way too many people opinionated in this situation.
Of course, because they're
kind of
into
annoying.
it.
I mean,
like
that's
when
just
you're
how
into
it
shows.
is. Yeah.
But when it comes down to it in real, when we're talking about it in this case, it's if you and the crew were doing some shit together,
don't fucking be
then,
a piece
and when
of
it comes
shit
down to when shit hits the fan, y'all all got to be in it together. That's the thing. If y'all were all doing illegal
together,
that's the second High School Musical reference on the show.
So
really,
Yeah.
with that,
God.
that's where it goes down to. 6ix9ine was in with all these people doing all this shit, actually in the shit, and then when shit hit the fan, he bounced. Bobby was like, yo, we did this together. It's really coming down to, at the end of the day, taking accountability for your actions.
Okay, I'll respect that.
Yeah, I will respect that.
We all decided to do this illegal shit, so now we all have to pay these consequences
We all
together.
gotta pay their consequences. Okay,
as opposed
cool.
to 6ix9ine being like, yo, we did this shit, but
nah.
y'all hoed me, so on the low, like, I got a lot of shit I got going on my plate and my label and shit, so I'm sorry, dog. Y'all figure y'all shit out, dog, but I'm a snitch.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where it's like, okay, that's where you can't respect it.
To this day, I don't know how he's not, like, the Bloods haven't killed him.
You know why? Because he's being so strategic.
And it's also too fresh.
No, look. So I actually want to get this into a transition for this.
Go ahead.
It's not that it's too fresh.
It is.
No.
No.
Here's what he does.
Because obviously
here's what he
we're
does,
still
and I'll show you.
Okay, hold on, but we're still talking about it, so it's obviously fresh enough to matter. Because they're not going to kill him until it's to a point where nobody's talking about it anymore.
But here's the thing: he is smarter than people think. I'll tell you why.
Okay, go ahead.
Because here's what. Do you hear what he said recently?
What?
No.
He said, "Rest in piss to King Von," and he said he was on live with these Chicago people being like, "Y'all aren't street. There's people out there that killed your people, and y'all ain't doing shit about it." He's calling these people out, being like, "Look, you got people who killed your people, and y'all ain't doing shit about it. Y'all aren't street." He's antagonizing these people, but you know what he's doing? He makes it fresh. He comes after these street dudes, tells them, y'all aren't street. Y'all are fake as fuck. If they want to be real, then they can do something about it. But then what happens? They're on live. They saw what happened. Everyone who talks shit to him is now a suspect.
Right.
Okay? And he knows he comes at these people who he knows don't want to go to jail. So he goes up to them, antagonizes them, makes them look pussy, makes it look fresh, and then comes out looking like, look, y'all saying I'm not street, y'all saying I'm a rat, y'all saying I'm pussy. I'm calling these street dudes and showing them that they're pussy. That's how he makes it fresh.
I think it's going to get to a certain point where he's going to do it so much. It's not going to matter anymore. People aren't going to pay attention to it. Then he's going to die.
Strategically.
Then he's going to die.
I think he's not coming at powerful enough people to kill.
No, he is. Because I'll tell you what he did recently.
Yo, how did Suge Knight? How was Suge Knight able to kill Pac? Like, and then no one caught him.
You don't have social media. They weren't going over there, being on live, being like, you pussy bitch on live. That's what it is. It's social media. So
too much evidence.
Just to give you, so the recent thing that happened with 6ix9ine and Meek Mill. They were at a club in Florida or something.
Okay.
Allegedly, Meek Mill says he spit on 6ix9ine, right?
Spit on 6ix9ine.
Which at this point is a terroristic threat, but no one's talking about that shit. But
God,
that's an act of terrorism right now.
Bioterrorism.
Yeah. But he allegedly spits on 6ix9ine. So then 6ix9ine waits outside until Meek Mill comes out. Mm-hmm. And he's filming, being like, you a pussy, starts coming out at him, talking all this shit. Meek Mill does the same thing, starts pointing his phone, starts talking all this shit, saying we was finna smoke on a 6ix9ine pack, basically saying we was finna take him out, but this and this and that. They're all basically doing performative things for the internet to where they're both seeming like, bitch, what's up then? What's up then? Post up. But while they're both...
their backs are to each other, just filming?
No, they're both surrounded by off-duty police officers and security guards. You really think
they're actually
that anything's gonna fucking happen on either one of their sides?
And
he's
also,
saying, you talk about me being around security, you got all this security, you got all this police. He calls those people out, and what does he know? Meek is a powerful person from the streets, but what he does know is Meek just dealt with all this bullshit.
Yeah, I was about to say, what a
quinky
dink that these are two motherfuckers that are in hot water.
And don't want to go back into that shit.
Don't want to go back
into jail.
Exactly.
So it's performative. It makes it to where, oh shit, there was some beef. No, there wasn't.
Yeah.
There wasn't.
It was probably terms that were agreed upon.
Nothing was going to. No, I don't think that. There's just like both of them know the other person isn't going to fucking do shit. So they can act as tough, like, man, this dude, I was about to do this shit.
It's the equivalent of when you were in high school and you saw those dudes that were like screaming at each other, but they never swung because they were afraid. Because it was like that whole fake rule that it's like, oh, whoever swings first is the one that gets in trouble.
Right.
It's basically that.
So that's exactly what I'm saying. So what he does is not that it's too fresh, because if it wasn't too fresh 2 months ago.
Well, how did he not get killed in jail too?
Because
if you're already in jail,
you
bro,
don't listen to like the podcast and shit.
But there's a lot of people.
Dude had a fucking PlayStation in his fucking cell. He was like on the phone the whole time, chilling in his room, hiding from everybody, being a pussy, just like legitimately getting cool with the guards, like saying, yo, I have asthma and like I don't want to get like basically being a pussy to make sure he stayed all safe and shit. He wasn't out there really doing shit. He wasn't out there like they asked him if you listen to him on the local, if you listen to him on like on Impulsive, he really just be like, yeah, no, I was just on the phone a lot. Basically, he would just be on the phone talking to his people, talking to his team, talking to his girls, talking to his family, like just basically being on the phone the whole time,
Right.
just staying away from people. So like playing PlayStation and shit.
I think coronavirus hitting also saved his life probably a little bit.
Yeah, because this bitch is like, I have asthma and I have COVID. Can I just finish this at home?
Yeah,
like it's that. So really
Kinda crazy, huh?
It's really like he's smarter than people think. He puts on this character.
Of course,
he's just a Mexican kid from the hood that didn't have money, and then decided if I become this character, I get the crazy hair, I do this, I dress loud, and then I back myself up with gang members to have the respect.
He's a smart kid.
Then that's what he did.
Smart guy.
He's this character, right?
Well, of course.
So that's why it's like you see that as a character and a caricature of a New York street person, and then you have Bobby Shmurda who's real. Mm-hmm. That's why he's being celebrated. On the Meek thing, though, that line, where he basically has this line that's a Kobe reference. Mm-hmm. And if I go and if I die, I'm gonna go out with my chopper. It's gonna be another Kobe.
you can just close it out. Yeah.
So, with that, do we think that's disrespect? Is that too fresh? Is that too new? Is that something that he should actually be getting hot water for?
Well, I mean, it would be hypocritical on our end to say that that's disrespectful when we haven't canceled Shafir.
We personally. But also, here's another thing, though. That was a leak. Apparently, that wasn't officially released.
Yeah, so that's the thing, too, where it's like, I don't know,
that could be like an
man.
idea. Like, you didn't finish it. But the other argument is Lil Baby's on that song. Mm-hmm. If you have a song with Lil Baby, it's a single. Like,
yeah.
You have Lil Baby on a song, he's expensive.
Yeah.
It's a single.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know if it was really leaked, if it was one of those fake leaks in order to cause promo, if it's one of those,
Oh, because then it'll be like, let me listen to the real thing.
Exactly.
Or let me see where this was going.
What was the context behind this?
And then, but that's still scummy, though, because you're using something that is going to get people riled up to then get them to still listen to your stuff anyway.
His response to this his response was, y'all goofy running with all this internet shit all the time. Like,
get the
y'all
fuck
just
outta
be
here,
on the
dude.
internet letting the internet tell you y'all's opinion. Y'all goofy.
I mean,
Well,
motherfucker, don't say stupid shit if
so
you don't
he
want
didn't even
react to it.
Well, that's the thing. So he didn't even say, like, he didn't even address it like, yo, I apologize.
He didn't address.
He was just like, y'all
address
goofy
the
listening to
problem
the internet
directly.
and looking at these blogs, letting them tell you.
Yeah, dude. No, okay, but literally, like, here's the thing. If you're a celebrity, as Meek Mill hardly is.
Nah, he's a celebrity.
I know, it was a fucking joke. If you're a celebrity like Meek Mill,
he has a Drake beef.
Yeah.
but then they jumped on a song together, so was it really beef?
At the end of the day, here's the thing: is things end when Drake says they're over.
Right. So he has this whole situation with this, right? If you say things, if you're a celebrity and you say things that you're not supposed to say,
well, that's the
expect
thing.
the fucking backlash, dude. And you can't get pissed off when it gets to the media. You can't be ridiculing
Because at the end of the day,
whenever
he
it
knew
gets
it
to
was
the
gonna
media.
piss people off.
Yeah, of course it was going to piss
But
people
was
off.
it though? Because here's the thing: like Nicki Minaj had that line where it was like
which is
something about like y'all be sitting in the back, Rosa Parks, get your ass up, like a Rosa Parks line.
Right.
But didn't she like rescind that?
No, I mean she got some backlash for it. It's still there. Like it's on that song "Yikes."
Nicki Minaj isn't
Still
really as
song
prominent
out.
in society as she used to be, though.
No, but still, I mean,
No one really gives a fuck about her anymore.
they did. The thing about
They
it
did.
is what's right or wrong. What is a good line and what is too far, and what constitutes that?
What's creative?
Well,
what's not?
it
Because
also
I mean that
depends.
was just a bar. They started trying to get at DaBaby for that JoJo Siwa line apparently.
Like what?
Where she basically, the thing about it was where it was like a freestyle or something, and he was calling someone a bitch, but basically he was saying, use a bitch like JoJo, let me see why. He was basically saying, it was trying to be like, instead of Siwa, it was a CY thing, where it was calling someone a bitch, but then people started saying like, wait, what's your problem with JoJo Siwa? Why are you calling JoJo Siwa a bitch? And it's like, this isn't about JoJo. It's a word play. I'm rapping.
Okay, gotcha.
JoJo Siwa, CY, you a bitch, JoJo CY, or whatever it is, right?
Anyway.
But
so
it's that kind of thing.
okay.
It's like, when is it art? And when is it good word play? And when is it offensive?
Here's another one of my biggest problems. Shit that, like, I guess when people have a problem with certain things, it just honestly depends on the level of the celebrity. And it's kind of weird because, like, you can have somebody like Tyler, the Creator, who in Bastard was saying, you know, some really, really provocative shit, and Goblin saying some really provocative shit. But look at him now; he just won a Grammy. So all these people that
that's a different time period.
Yeah,
but now he would never say that shit.
Exactly. Eminem was saying wild shit about everybody before.
Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of just weird how, like, I don't know, man. It just depends on the person that says it. Because, I mean, those people, and it's also, like you just said, it's the societal change. But
I
it's
just think
it's very bothersome.
I don't know, man.
And also
how, like,
it's like, yes.
Part of it, look, here's what I think sometimes. Sometimes I think people try to act like they care just to act like they care.
Yeah, it's
when
very
people
chauvinistic.
don't. And here's my problem.
It's very chauvinistic.
Here's my problem
caring,
no. But here's my thing.
I see what you're saying.
My problem is, like, in comedy, we're comedy fans and stuff.
Yes.
So when we hear a joke that people might think is inappropriate and people get upset about that, our immediate thing is like, yo, first of all,
it's a comedy.
It's comedy. It's an art form, and, like, it's not supposed to be taken serious in that way.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like, be open-minded. Look a little past it and stop being so literal.
But there's a
that.
lot of people that don't have that. I mean, I don't know if it's that they don't have that ability, but they don't want to open up their.
You also have some comedians that make it seem like they're joking, and then you could be like, I don't know, man. Do you actually feel that way?
That's the thing, is it's all supposed to be jokes.
It's also all context.
Here's, at the end of the day, how I feel about all that shit. If it's okay for rappers, and this is the thing, rappers specifically, if it's okay for rappers to basically openly and blatantly support drug and gang use in songs
and murder,
and we don't say that that's frowned upon, but the second somebody says something about, literally all they talk about in a lot of these street rapper songs is about their ops being dead, other people being dead, and literally glorifying someone else's death. Mm-hmm. So why can't you use someone's death in a reference that everybody knows? You're literally talking about killing your ops who nobody knows, and that's the reason no one cares.
I guess.
But because he's such a big figure.
And I guess because people are thinking about it in the sense of, like, this is a fictional character.
But it's, I mean, yeah, I guess there's
to some extent, it could be. You know?
But the thing about it is just a reference. It's a simile,
It's
like
really
Kobe Bryant.
It's really hard to gauge it, man. That's the thing. It's really hard to gauge it because it's like the way you just put it was perfect. It was like it's because people give a fuck about Kobe and nobody gives a fuck about the other person that they murdered,
or
right?
because
nobody knows.
They could be fake.
Exactly.
Like,
but we know a lot of
Kobe was real.
Kobe was real.
But the thing is, he's not saying. He's not.
And there's like real emotion.
And maybe it's because at the end of the day, what he's saying is maybe the only thing where I can see. I don't think it's a wrong to be. I'm going to be completely honest.
If it was fire bar, do you think it would have been okay?
No, because here's the thing. I don't give a fuck that he's referencing Kobe.
Did you just say you don't give a fuck about Kobe?
I said I don't give a fuck that he's referencing Kobe. It's more, to be honest, if we're going to say what's really bad, is that in the line, if you dissect it, he's comparing himself to Kobe, being like, if he goes out, I'm going to go out with my chopper, it's going to be another Kobe. Saying that if I die, I'm going to go out with my chopper, but he's saying chopper like my gun to chopper like Kobe's chopper. The thing is, what he's saying is, I'm going to go out with my chopper, it's going to be another Kobe.
So
then saying that he's as, like, big and it'll be as big of a deal as Kobe. That's where it seems like, dog, you comparing yourself to Kobe. That's where I think it's kind of crazy. The line itself, dude, everyone's being so fucking, like, dumb about art and just like, it comes down to if you like the song, cool, listen. If you don't like the song, don't fucking listen.
I mean,
It's the pussification of society, dude. It's what it is.
But it also
and
like,
it's supposed to be like, I don't like it, so because I don't like it, it should be changed.
yeah, no, I mean, it's also like in bad taste, and it's like, yeah, like you said, if you like it, cool. If you don't. I don't know.
Support
Man.
it. Exactly. Don't support it.
But yeah, with that all being said, though, I'm getting all wild up over Meek Mill for some reason.
Meek Mill's a fucking cuck. I'm sorry.
We're done for today.
We are.
That was a good episode. Make sure that you guys are hitting all the likes and subscribes and
Later, haters.
checking us out on everything else that'll be in these descriptions.
Yep.
We're gonna be having more stuff coming at you and just trying to make things bigger and better for you. So if you like it, make sure that you're telling people about it. Make sure that you're sharing the word. But we're gonna see you next week. Thanks for listening
Coming
to the
at
Half
you
Citizens
from
podcast.
the right side of the fence.
We out.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Adios.